Hi guys, welcome to our second week in the Sirius cycle for our winter star solstice manifesting program. Today we'll be talking about the moon phases for this week, which includes the waxing gibbous, and over the weekend we have the full moon, which is concluding and receiving our intentions and releasing whatever doesn't align with us to come back and reevaluate some things. So I'm going to begin first with the waxing gibbous. If you want to go to the section in your book with the lunar phases and cycles, we just went this past weekend over the first quarter, and this had to deal with last week's content, obviously, with grounding yourself on how you use the things, or depending on your placement, how you interact with material items to help pursue your goals and intentions. Now, I hope you've been going over your new moon page, that Capricorn transitioning to Aquarius, this page, because soon we will be shifting over after this weekend to the full moon page. Over this past weekend, you should have gone over the I come. So if you go over your visualizations on the new moon, you would write down what you saw, what you visualized your intentions looking like. Then the next day, the next phase, you would have cleared out energy. And over the past weekend, during that first quarter, is when you were given a challenge to overcome. I want you to write down and kind of remember, what did you overcome for that week? And this will actually complete your new moon page. So now our new moon page, our intentions are very clear. They're set in stone to say. So looking over that, giving yourself a reminder, going over those affirmations, your energy being practical, focusing on your intelligence, your energy being reliable, persistent. This isn't speed up so I can win the race. This is more of a slow build up, getting to spring, or even just getting to the next cycle, or getting to that full moon energy. So we're going to pass the first quarter. We're on to the waxing gibbous. This is what it looks like. I'll just read off the theme. Refining, adapting, and aligning is what all week is about until we hit that full moon. So we're really preparing us for that big energy. We have yin and yang for moon phases. And this is a phase that prepares us for a more solid of receiving. And then we have a releasing. So this is a releasing, redefining. A lot of actions for this lunar phase is to allow a quiet moment, ask the universe, God, spirit guides for signs on how you can better align with your intentions. So really going over your intentions. We're working with our new moon sheet a lot this week to redefine things. Look at what you overcame. Continue clearing out any energies that you saw for that visualization of clearing, and using a form of divination. So again, Thursday we'll be going over your tarot, and we're doing 2 card spreads with that Syrian energy. Let's see here, and how to move forward. Then the full moon page next is about harvesting, collecting, and being thankful for what you have, for what the universe has given. I'll go over that page after I speak a bit more about the waxing gibbous. So we have a waxing gibbous in Gemini. Gemini is an air element. This also means that if you have Gemini in your natal chart, to really connect with communication and how you are speaking and handling conversations with other people. So from Monday through Wednesday, we are engaging in this air element of duality, Gemini is all about dual emotions. So you can kind of feel a bit of a tug if you're not used to air placements. Then we shift over into Cancer moon until we get to the full moon. And this is preparing us. So we're almost being given that Gemini quality of socializing, but make sure you rein in how you socialize, because you're socializing to realign with your intentions. You're not socializing to be further away from your intentions. So then you can be shown how to take care of certain intentions. That Cancer energy is a water element, so you can see change through communication and then shift into action in moving the energy. So whenever we have a lunar phase that goes into Cancer, goes into a water phase, that is time for action with our emotions, action to put energy in motion and move that energy. So really observing what has happened from the new moon of setting your intention. That's why going over that new moon page is really important until we get to the full moon, which is this weekend. Exciting. Preparing. So really look how you've prepared. How have you cleared the platter to really receive energy? What have you overcame? And when you look at what you have overcome, that gives you the opportunity to take care of business and say, okay, that levels me up. That gave me a stepping stone to get to another position with Cancer energy to take care of business in an energetic fashion. Then let's see here, checking out my notes, and then really looking at what has been working for you throughout this week. What has worked for you throughout this whole cycle? You want to maximize that with communication. So even if what has been working for you has nothing to do with communication, it does. There's some way it has to deal with either you're communicating physically, you're communicating emotionally, you're communicating energetically. Next, how is that touching into moving energy? So it's just like this dominoes effect that all leads to the full moon. So let's go over the full moon. I'm very, very excited for this weekend. I will be holding a full moon releasing ritual. And I don't know if you've noticed, this is my lion skull in the background because we will be working with lion spirit. It is a full moon in Leo, February 5th. Oh my goodness, so excited. If you have Leo in your chart, this will be amplified for whatever aspect. When I say if you have it in your chart, it's going to amplify. You can go to the planets section of your cheat sheet and look to see what qualities will be amplified. And some of them might seem like a negative quality, so be aware of what is being amplified. The full moon is compared to a clear quartz. It amplifies everything around it. So your intentions will be amplified. That's why I really want you to focus on your new moon sheet until Saturday when we get to this. Here, I'll show it off this page. Now, the theme is receiving spontaneous peace. What does that mean? So the new moon, we're working on receiving peace in general. Peace that's not disturbed. Now, we're going to be receiving spontaneous peace. So this is actually peace that the universe, out of the void, out of the God's complex. This is like you're receiving peace out of places that you would have never expected peaceful, uniting energies to even touch you. So we are connecting with the lion spirit because lion energy has that spontaneous peace. When people think of lions, I feel like there's a huge aggressive, almost savage, like relentless energy, right? Just for the purpose, I'll hold this because I really love its energy. Look at that. The second largest feline in our planet. The first being tiger. So, of course I had to add that. Relentless. When I think more of us, we need to focus on how peaceful lions are. Even to say how the lioness, how they group up and go and catch the prey, and then they have this system of who eats first in their pride, in their group of lions. It's just, to me, it's beautiful. It's stunning. And the spontaneous piece is that lions don't go after everything. You actually don't see a male lion. You don't see a lion going out to hunt. It doesn't attack everything. It's not going to waste its energy. So that's where that spontaneous piece is coming from. And to us, I believe it feels spontaneous. But when we start connecting with serious energy, I don't believe it's that spontaneous. I think it's learning how to manage and handle energy at an appropriate level, where we like to see things very black and white. Syrians and sacred Syrian lion beings have this agility of practicing peace in places where we would think would be savage, where we would think this anger or aggression emerges, when it's quite opposite. They have the power to resist this urge. They don't even have the urge. And when they do go, when the lionesses go on hunts, it's not even an urge, it's a survival tactic. It's a family mission. So now, during the full moon, we will be calling upon lion spirit to help us with creating. Because we need, and what we found out last week is that we're gathering tools. We're gathering physical items this cycle. And now we need some assistance to create. We need that spontaneous to us in 3D and 5D form. That spontaneous click of jolting us to go in action, to take on that leadership. And that's what Syrian energy, specifically the lion energy from Sirius, likes us to connect with, to fuel this full moon, to fuel our confidence in a peaceful manner. Because sometimes we may connect with a spirit guide and not quite understand. We're seeing it from a 3D level when we need to rise above the black and white and see all the gray area. And then you're going to write down the intentions that have come to fruition. So February 5th, what have you gotten? The visualization is I have. So what do you currently have right at that moment from the beginning of the new moon? And this is where you put your pages side by side, your new moon and your full moon page. I will go over this during the full moon releasing cycle. And then the next day, February 6th, it will be I release. So now you'll be releasing things that did not come to fruition. And that's okay, because the universe has this spontaneous act. It's almost as if the reason we have themes for these new moon and full moon is because it's contradicting the energy. Maybe you had set an intention that contradicts not disturbing your peace. You receiving that energy would have disturbed your peace and misaligned. So everything you are receiving is perfectly intact for you at this time. And then February 13th, that lunar phase goes into a receiving again. And now the universe realizes you have released certain things and you're ready to continue receiving that abundance. And we're going to be connected and staying aligned with our lion spirit. So if you have anything lion related, really gathering those items, a picture of a lion, a figurine of a lion, I would opt to do that because I believe it's very important to connect with the spirit guide we're working with. Now, release to receive affirmations. I take pride in my transformation. Leo energy and Sirius are very proud, and they make sure that their own self knows that they're proud. Syrians are pretty kept to themselves, but they do balance that out with making sure their inner voice, their inner self, and their divine selves are aware of how grateful they are with their own achievements. And this is where Leos can seem a bit arrogant because they're like, oh, it's me, me, me. But sometimes you do need that push where, yes, your life is all about you. You have organized this reincarnation to experience life for you, not for other people. And it's based on how you react. It's based on what are you focusing on. So really taking pride in your transformation throughout this entire winter solstice. My transformation is complete when my loyalty is activated. So it's showing you that when you are loyal to all of the intentions you have set, when you are loyal to actually releasing what you say you are releasing, when you're loyal to actually overcoming the things that you overcame during the new moon, that's when this cycle clicks in and you shift your energy towards your goals. I release enthusiasm for my goals. Be excited. I am going to be completely honest. I had anxiety over the past weekend, and I have a partner that reminded me to keep enthusiasm in my field. Be excited about things. And Leos are very great and confident and excited. So keeping that energy raised helps you connect even further. And it raises your vibration. And connecting with Syrians and Lion energy, they want that raised vibration. I look forward to charitable traits. Now, Leo energy, Lion energy is so giving. A lot of Syrian feline beings, whether it be lion, tiger, cheetah, those are a few that I personally connect with. But the larger feline lineage comes from Sirius, and they love giving away their wisdom, their knowledge, their courage, their enthusiasm, their loyalty. Very loyal spiritual beings from Sirius drop their vibration to interact with us, to guide us, to protect us, and in a way to honor that help, you should also see in your intentions, how does your intention give back to the community? How does your intention begin a seed for someone else to be courageous in their endeavors? And I'm really looking forward to it, being excited about it. This isn't just, oh, I'm going to pay it forward, I'm waiting for mine back. No, Leos really give away, and they just want to see that project, that person, that energy raise. That's what fulfills them, because then they raise. It's that fun and honorable concept of when your energy raises, mine raises, so we all raise together. I release indulgent habits. Not only, but there is a downfall with that Lion energy or Leo connotation is indulgent habits, because they are so me, focused on what I love. I'm going to raise and be energized. It has a lot of focal point on only one thing. There can be an obsessive trait of an indulgence in food, an indulgence in, I'm going to give away everything to that one person I want to raise energy. That is not it. So remember to release indulgent habits and to practice moderation. So release indulgent habits and receive moderation, and be moderate with only focalizing on certain things. That is about the full moon. Let's see here. And you also want to go on what went really well. You want to focus on celebrating the things that really came to life, that you, with that lion spirit, and that lion spirit can also ask to be shown like how it sat there and saw the hunt. That lion spirit was almost seeing you as the lioness going after your intentions and goals. And yes, some things were not in your reach and others were perfectly aligned. So what perfectly aligned with your hunt per se? Now I want to focus more on, set this aside. Ooh, that's nice and big. It's so pretty. I have some gems up here for it. I did in a cycle a while ago. Let's see here. How does this help your meditation today? What is gossip and how can you eliminate it in your energy field? Now, I want you to allow the Sirius winter star to engage when you go into meditation. I really want you to grasp that waxing gibbous energy. Grasp the Gemini energy, which can include gossipy energy. So make sure what you speak today is aligned with your truth and really be shown what is gossip to you. Because gossip doesn't look the same in a lot of people, especially compared to their vibration. There's some people that don't spread gossip, but they will entertain listening to it, and that's not gossip for them. There's others, I believe I'm around this range of I don't even like hearing gossip. It instantly lowers my vibration. If that person or situation has nothing to do with me, then I like to eliminate it. Unless it is triggering whoever is speaking about it, then I like to shift their energy so they don't continue gossiping. But this meditation really is to put your energy back in check and realign it with your intentions, because we can get pulled by gossipy conversation and vibrations. And really seeing how you personally can eliminate gossip in your energy field. So really connect with your intentions, your preparations. You don't want that focal point to be blocked, because when you start listening to gossip, you're actually receiving those energies. And now it's pulling and pulling and pulling, and you're making this little energy that could have poofed away, could have been released and transmuted. Now you're just stretching it bigger and bigger. And the more people, the more situations, the more people listening, the more people entertaining and talking about it. It just keeps stretching this small thing to a very large energy that didn't need to be that large. So use the Sirian energy to break it down, and I'm very excited to see what you receive from the Sirius winter star. And I'm so excited for full moon releasing ritual. Please, for the full moon releasing ritual, have prepared. You can start gathering items and preparing for it. If you want a candle, you're welcome to light a candle. Having lion energy, you can even look up Sirian or the Sirius lion. It's usually shown as a white lion from Sirius. I'll be using sunstone for this full moon. This is what sunstone looks like. This is what my sunstone looks like. Other great full moon crystals, moonstone, clear quartz, any crystals that amplify courage, amplify your sacral chakra, because we'll be working on creating, and again, having that lion energy to remind you what spirit guide, what star seeds are assisting us, which is that giant feline star being. Thank you so much. I'm very excited. This helps push our energy towards working with our tools for tomorrow. Thank you. Mwah. Namaste. Blessed.